You're listening to the greatest sports talk radio show of all time. No, that's not me and the fellas on TNT. That's WHPC Sports Talk. First of all, Shaq, we are not a radio show. So how you going to say that they're the best radio show compared to TNT? But first of all, let me say, Shaq, first of all, you got to lose some weight. Let's be honest with you. How many rings you got, Chuck? How many rings you got? The only ring that he got is an onion ring. Let's be honest. Kevin McHale probably Probably the best donut.
Top three health foods on time. Kevin McHale.
Federal the General.
Shaq, Chuckster, we got a show to do here.
You know, that's not such a terrible idea.
This is WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College 90.3 WHPC.
I'll go at it.
That's right, sports fans. It is another Friday. Pleased to be here with you, and thank you for listening on the voice of Nassau Community College. It is WHPC Sports Talk, and man, have we got a show for you today, and we gonna get into it real soon. But first, let me introduce everybody around the room. Matt Leonard, what's going on?
Not much, Josh. I cannot wait to get into more of the topic we talked about yesterday. That would be Ime Udoka. Oof. Because I really feel like you made a claim yesterday to start the show that the new information is kind of proven wrong a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a general statement, but in terms of Ime Udoka, it's not looking too good for your boys.
Absolutely. Yeah, our boys.
Your boys. No, not our boys. Your boys. I cannot say our boys.
You funny. Yeah, a lot more details have come out today on that front. We're going to get into it a little bit, and man, it's going to be a lot. But Corey David, what's going on?
I'm doing good. Well, all I got to say about that situation is that brother's gone.
Yeah.
And one more quick question, Josh. How much you pay for the hat?
Undisclosed amount. Nico each.
He bought it off me. That was mine. Mine didn't fit me. That was $20 to me.
Yes.
Like legit. Like seriously.
Nico, what's going on?
What's up, Josh? You looking sexy today.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is the second show Nico's been on today, and the second one he started with that. I hosted the morning show today, and Nico starts. I go, no, Nico Eats on the morning show. He's like, hey, Matt, you look sexy. 7 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 3:30 in the afternoon. You're just all over the menu.
Hot right now.
I don't quite know where to piggyback off that one, but we do have.
My God,
Piggyback.
Stop! You gotta stop.
See, Nico. Actually, I'm gonna let you rock.
Let him rock. Do not say that.
Let's go.
It's Friday. I gotta look.
Let it ride.
Yo, Josh, you listen to him on the radio sometimes, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
He's starting to sound like Charlamagne.
I said that yesterday. He reminds me of like a slightly less tan Charlamagne the God.
Him on the morning show today was that. I can't confirm. I can't confirm. As a person that was in the room.
I was having fun today.
I'm sure you are.
You usually got a great crew on Fridays, but we do have a new addition to the Friday edition of WHPC Sports Talk. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Anthony. I love sports.
Try that again.
I love sports.
Try it. Go again.
No, your mic was off. That's our bad.
Your mic was off, yeah.
It's our bad.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
We hear you. We're all good.
I'm fashionably late. Sorry, guys.
That's all good.
Sports.
Corey's done it.
Whoa. Shots.
Early. Damn.
What's like? I feel like 50 Cent. Wait, before Floyd Mayweather. Welcome. Why you just gonna tag me? I was just minding my business.
I thought you meant 50 seconds. You're getting straight shots fired at you.
No, I'm like, why you going at me? I ain't even do nothing.
You see what you walked into.
Corey takes a bunch of shots and still standing. He's 50 Cent. There you go.
Very nice, man. Very nice. Look at you with the pop culture knowledge.
I know things about things.
You know you're rocking the Big Poppy jersey right now?
Yeah. Let me find out Matt Little Culture. You invited to the cookout, Matt?
One second.
That's your decision. That is your decision. I am not holding that out.
You forget. You forget.
No, you people. Hey, now.
Whoa.
What are you saying over there?
I'm talking about you forget. He good. He Puerto Rican.
Stop.
I got Puerto.
It is true. I'm not denying it, but just don't say it like that. Like you have sympathy for me because I'm half Puerto Rican.
Matt is a minority just like us.
Yo. So for
anybody watching right now is so confused by looking at my face.
Yes, I just learned, by the way, everybody, yesterday that Matt was part Puerto Rican.
Yes, me, Matt Robert Leonard, is half Puerto Rican. It is true. DNA test will prove it. It is true.
We're not even going to call him Matt
Shout
Leonard
out
no more.
Grandpa.
We're not calling him Matt Leonard no more. His name is Matt Castro.
That is my grandfather's last name.
I know.
Wow. Ancestry.com after the show, Matt.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
You're 23 and me.
How about just you
You know how
and
much
Matt?
that costs?
Stop.
All right, let's get. We
We have a new guy in here, and we got to get to him. And Nico's BS is going to go all show. So
We gotta get
the new guy involved.
We just wanted to give you that first 5 minutes, Anthony, to show you what
Welcome,
the Friday
Anthony.
crew is like. So let's try this again,
Dear
Anthony.
God.
Introduce yourself, first name, last name. Who are your favorite sports teams?
My name's Anthony. Unfortunately, I'm a Jets fan, but Mets are going good for me. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love our Mets.
Quick question: why is it always like if you're a Giants fan, you're usually a Yankees fan, and if you're a Jets fan, you're usually a Mets fan?
How did me and Nico end up Packers fans and Mets fans? How did that happen to us? We're just winners.
Well, what's your story,
We're just
Matt?
winners. You know my story.
Do I?
Can I go ahead time into this, Josh?
You saw Bart Starr back in the day.
Do I have time?
Go ahead.
You still
Okay. Here's my Packers fandom beginning story. I tell people this and they go, "Oh wait, you're not a front runner. This is actually legit." Here's what happened. So, when I was very, very young, I started playing flag football when I was in like 4th grade, right? I was much more into playing football before I was into watching football and following the NFL. Now, my first flag football team, the teams like the actual NFL team in New Jersey,
Yeah.
we were the Packers, and we won a championship in my first ever flag season. Now, this is important because, I mean, obviously, I wore the jersey and I was like, oh, cool, this is a green jersey. I didn't really care.
What position did you play?
That first season, left bench.
You
left out.
Oh no,
left out.
No. You know what we call that position? We call
What's
that
that?
position ass bag. You know why?
Whoa!
Because guess what? Every time you ask the coach, "Can I get in?" He said, "Go get your bag."
Pretty good. Yeah, I guess I played left out. As it went along, I ended up, I got into football actually because I played Madden. That's how I could learn a lot of NFL players. And I thought, well, the only NFL team I know what the logo is this Packers team that I had on my jersey that year. So I played as Aaron Rodgers and the Packers in Madden. I immediately fell in love with the Packers, and I've been there ever since.
There you go.
That's a true football story, I'm telling you. That is not me front running. It is not me, oh, they won the Super Bowl, let's go with them. It's none of that. Nico, do you have a better story than that?
I was playing Madden 13. I pressed randomize, got the Packers.
I actually
Became a
like that a
Packers
lot.
fan.
That's very you to a T.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody got like the gist of the
How are you a
football
Saints
knowledge.
fan? Is there a reason?
Because
I'm not criticizing your fandom. It's a good fandom.
it's pretty sappy. Like
It's-
so Hurricane Katrina happened, and then I saw the first home game.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Falcons at
powerful,
Saints,
man.
2006, week 3.
That was Breeze, right?
Yep, Michael Vick in the house. Blocked that punt.
Yes.
Touchdown. It was a wrap after that.
One of the most iconic and most emotional games in the history of the NFL. I'm telling you.
I'm a
That
very-
or all the post 9/11 games. Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
it's a really sappy reason.
I'm kind of saying in a different way. I'm a Giants fan out of necessity because I live in New York. But I wasn't
shot.
always
It is.
I wasn't always a Giants fan.
I want to hear who you were before that.
Yeah, let's.
Can we guess? Can we
my
guess?
God. Well, he told us.
No.
He told us that's,
I was
last
I was a Terrell Owens fan.
Oh, so wherever he
What
was.
team did he play for while you
The
were at
Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh.
Yeah.
You could have said Niners and risked me and Nico killing you.
No, because that was the first team I ever watched. I watched the Eagles versus.
With like Donovan McNabb and them.
I watched the Eagles versus Patriots Super Bowl.
Oh, the one they won with Andy Reid?
No, they lost.
They lost. That's right. Brady won. Yeah.
And it was like my brother became a Patriots fan ever since, and I was a T.O. fan until he retired.
I'll give you credit. You didn't go the real sappy way and just go for Brady. So good for you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're not shaboing boing Skip Bayless over
Oh,
here.
yeah. The slurpage, man. The slurpage is crazy.
Anthony, hi.
I'm glad I'm glad y'all didn't go where y'all was going to go. I know where y'all was trying to go. Because
Where?
there's some other teams that T.O. played for that they was going to try to get me on.
Yeah.
You just said that. Now I'm thinking.
I just wanted to clarify.
Niners is fine. Oh!
Tell Eric.
Hey,
Eric Williams right now. 516-572-7440.
Hey, we don't need to talk about that. That's in the past.
How about them 49ers?
He played for Buffalo Bills
How about them Bills?
and the Bengals.
How about them Cowboys?
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
I'm sure you
Corey.
don't.
I'll let you rock, Corey.
He was an Eagles fan and a Cowboys fan, then a Giants fan. How are we not obliterating this right now? How are we not all over
Soon
this?
to be
Oh, wait, no,
Commanders fan.
Time out. Whoa.
Yeah, the Commanders are all you got left.
Oh. Well, I was never a fan of those teams.
But get there, you'll circle the division.
I'll say
I was
this.
never a fan of those teams.
he was just a fan of the player.
I was a fan of a player.
That is true.
This is like I was a fan of Deion
I
Sanders.
feel like a lot of people are that way with LeBron.
Oh yeah. That's
Whatever team LeBron is on, people just will rock with that team no matter what.
LeBron. Look, the Knicks are my team. LeBron is like my side chick. Like
LeBron's your side piece.
Oh wow, what a
transition!
What a segue,
Transition
Corey.
to other side pieces of the NBA.
Yeah, you know, we talking about.
Let's get going.
We talking about fandoms right now. Like, if you're a Boston Celtics fan,
how are you feeling?
Think about the last.
It's got to be split, right? The fan base has to be split.
Hold on. Think about the last 4 months. You lose in the finals. You sign Gallinari,
yes,
but he's
now hurt.
Tears his ACL.
Yep, out for the year.
Robert Williams just had surgery today on his left knee. Out 8 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, about 3 months is it maybe?
Yeah,
3 to 4.
Yep.
That's a week's timeline.
Yeah. And then Ime Udoka. You know, we were here in the studio, Matt, on I think it was Wednesday night, because
we talked about it Thursday. Yeah.
Wednesday night,
like 11 p.m. I don't know why we were here, but the news broke.
Woj had this very vague tweet, Ime Udoka facing a
code of conduct violation or whatever it said,
which
misconduct, something like that. Something the word conduct in it,
which led us all to speculate. What could Ime Udoka have done possibly to get suspended an entire year?
But I mean, he's like a good dude.
At first, everybody thought it was gonna be like a couple games, and now like half the season maybe.
Right.
Yeah, we had suspension looming.
But then it started getting grimmer and grimmer. It's almost I just. This season coming into the season was like the biggest tease ever because it was like y'all was riding so high of just having a finals appearance.
Yes,
and everybody's thinking the Celtics are back, and then it just went.
This is the beginning for them.
Downhill.
I can't really say as far as the on-court talent it went downhill. I mean, until Gallinari went down, Robert Williams had surgery. They upgraded this offseason majorly.
They did, but
I mean, Brogdon is a bigger addition than people think.
But you know how it usually goes when you have situations this serious.
Oh, absolutely.
They loom over, and especially
look at the Lakers last year,
and especially with what type of alleged allegations are being brought upon this situation, it might be worse. In a sense, it's almost like it'd be like what the Charlotte Hornets are going to deal with this season.
Why?
Because you're going to have to deal with this whole story looming the entire season. And
what am I missing? What I forget happened?
Miles Bridges.
Yeah. I did. I tried to forget, and I did forget.
I mean, it's not as bad as that.
Not nearly as bad. I mean, Montrezl Harrell too over there. Remember that? Minor, but it did happen.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the fact that you have these distractions that you are going to have going into the season. And
imagine Phoenix. Just saying,
wow.
A lot of stuff's going on right now.
Lakers are looking the least problematic right now.
Yeah,
I just shouldn't say least.
Knicks. Knicks, we ain't got no problem.
The Knicks are less problematic than the Lakers. I think the Lakers have the whole issue with are they going to bench Russ for Pat Bev?
I'll tell you
triple double.
I'll tell y'all why the Celtics take the cake right now. This is just snowballed, and to continue on with the timeline, we got the news yesterday that it was he was sleeping with a staffer in the Celtics organization, and all the stuff with Neil Long and everything. That's a more
Neil Long has not been mentioned in this story once, and I want to point that out.
I just want to point this out as a black man. This is the biggest bag fumbler since Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah,
Dennis Schroeder.
Listen, we stand behind Neil Long over here. So.
Yeah,
love you.
On anything.
We stand behind Neil Long.
Yeah, we don't play about Neil Long now.
We are always behind Neil Long.
No matter what.
We got her back.
No matter what. And I'm like this. I ain't go for the craziest thing was I seeing brothers shooting they shot this morning and everything.
Neil Long?
Oh man,
you're kidding me.
There was a tweet by like a political guy.
Yo, no, the same one.
Listen, y'all know what dirty macking is, right?
Yeah.
So dirty macking, for anybody that doesn't know in our audience.
Dirty macking is.
Please explain.
I got this one.
But before you say anything, for anybody that wonders, it is not going to McDonald's.
Nah. Dirty macking is when you put down somebody else to try to put yourself in a position to get with somebody else. So it'd be like a situation where it's like, hey, man, he ain't treating you right. I could look.
Nigga, you're on camera. You realize that?
Like it's like with the situation. I think I know what tweet you're talking about where he says, we have to not forget about our sister Neil Long in the situation. This brother did not appreciate her and stuff like that. I like that.
And then he goes, but I would.
Say go with the tweet. Say the tweet.
Okay, so
who is it?
Jamal Bauman.
Who is that?
A New York U.S. House candidate.
Yo, what?
Sending nothing but love to Neil Long.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
We're not letting this is the best part. We're not letting a man who didn't recognize the luxury her presence was.
Oh, please.
Dim all her beauty and glory. Yes, this is a real tweet.
He dip all her beauty. What?
Dim all her beauty and
dip.
glory.
I was like, where's he going with this?
Matter of fact, we need a Neil Long national holiday.
He said that.
He said that.
This homie's down bad.
Nah, that was
Simp is a word, not this word. He's right, down bad.
Nah, that was
Like crazy.
Down catastrophic.
National holiday? Maybe back when like Boys in the Hood came out, I understand that.
You're not wrong.
Now it's crazy.
He's invited
whoa,
now.
whoa.
He's in.
There's certain females that no matter what age, they just don't age like how normal people.
This
like,
is a sports show.
Like a fine wine, you get
like
better with
fine
it.
wine,
She's
like
not fine wine,
Look,
though.
Serena Williams,
Oh,
Neil
I'll
Long.
start with you.
We got a couple that like
Neil Long.
Angela Bassett.
Oh.
They don't age.
Let me say
brother.
this.
They
Let me
don't
say this,
age.
all right?
Yes.
All right, we gotta get off this topic and get back to sports. But I'll just say
I
this.
just want to say.
Yeah, sure.
The worst part about this whole situation was she had to find out like how
Yeah.
we found out.
Yeah.
That's
She found out through the media. She didn't find out through Ime Udoka.
No, she found out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before you go, Matt, that's
Yeah.
the big thing. And if you want to talk about Neil Long, this is what you want to talk about because Ime Udoka knew he was notified that he was going to be in huge trouble back in July. And apparently he let, move the kids into Boston. In that meantime, like he knew this was going to come out eventually.
I mean, the thing about I've learned, and I'm just going to throw out allegedly with all this other stuff because it's just
all speculation.
All speculation is what happened was the person who he was messing with, the female staffer, or person inside the organization, is married to I believe a financial advisor, and it was
no, he's like the executive vice president of the Celtics.
I don't think so.
I heard that a million places.
Well, it's again, it's all speculation.
It's all speculation, but I heard it was like a financial advisor.
He's in the organization.
He put a PI on this situation because he
pass interference.
No, a private investigator.
I'm aware.
A private investigator, and there's a possible lawsuit.
I said pass because I couldn't use the other word for interference. I wanted to use
this whole situation. This whole situation is just crazy, and it's just like you lose a coach that got you to the finals, and it's just like. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown do not need this type of situation, especially.
Oh, absolutely not.
Especially with what they had to deal with last year or going on. Can they play together? And now it's like you got.
Can I point something out, Josh? What we said about the media telling Nia Long that she didn't find out from her husband, Ime Udoka.
Sure.
This happens like too much. I feel like in the world, especially here in sports. Like, obviously this is nowhere near what I'm about to reference in terms of how horrible.
I know
the Vanessa Bryant thing. Like, she found out about her husband and her daughter's death through media members. Yeah. We're technically the media, right here. Mm-hmm. I feel like people just got to be better with that. Like, privacy is privacy. I feel like when the loved ones find out, then you can leak your stuff and get your clicks. It's not about that.
To your point, Matt, and you're absolutely 100% right. Wasn't it Adam Schefter when Dwayne Haskins passed away?
Yes, he broke the news.
Yeah.
He broke the news to everyone. He was obliterated for it. But somehow TMZ is still allowed everywhere, and they broke Kobe's death to Vanessa.
But I think that's another thing. That's why actually it's kind of 50-50, where some people the media members are getting blamed, and some people in the Celtics organization are getting blamed for this fact that they alluded when it first came out. It was everybody knows, like they said, it was a intimate consensual relationship.
And now they're like iffy on that word.
Yeah.
Now
that's when it gets real, like legally bad.
As Malika Andrews pointed out earlier this morning when she was dealing with Stephen A. Smith.
Yes.
There's not a concise pinpoint on what is actually he's being suspended for and what is it, because if he's being suspended for sexual I want to say sexual assault.
We don't know sexual misconduct.
Put it that way. We don't know harassment. So we don't know the
sexual
degree.
harassment.
We don't know the degree. It's all speculation. You don't want to throw assault out there.
I think misconduct is the safest word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Throwing assault out there is a big word.
Okay. Sexual misconduct. If he's being suspended for that, you want to know as people of the media, because you just don't want to let somebody slide, because at first people were defending him.
Yes.
Like Matt Barnes said.
We defended him yesterday, but now that I know this, I don't know what to believe.
Like Matt Barnes, he came out this morning and said, yes, I defended him yesterday, but I had to delete that post because after I got more information, and this goes deeper than what he said, he further alluded to, but he said, I can't do this. I can't in good faith defend this guy.
By the way, he said exactly it was 100 times uglier than he could have imagined when he first heard about the story.
Yeah.
It just leaves you to wonder. Like, we know how grim it is now. It just keeps getting darker and darker.
I feel like the media knows more than us, obviously, and I feel like there's stuff's going to come out. I don't think till maybe even the start of the season, because they named their interim head coach. I don't know if you saw that.
I did.
I've never heard of this person in my life. Have you?
It's not Brad Stevens.
It's not.
Atrocious.
It's some guy I've never heard.
I've never heard of him. I don't remember his name. He's insignificant to me right now. He's not Udoka, who was the Coach of the Year candidate last year. And again, I said yesterday, before we knew what we knew now, and again, it's all speculation still. We don't know what the facts are right now. That's the crazy part. I think Udoka, we're talking about strictly on-court presence, is a top 5, maybe top 3 coach in the league. And last year, he was only his first year coaching as a head coach. He's amazing at what he does.
Yeah.
But now, the off-the-court stuff is obviously a big issue if it is what is bad and what they say it is.
What they say it is, and we got to bring this up. This was out of the article that Shams wrote this morning on the issue. So, some members of the Celtics organization first became aware of the relationship in July. At that time, team leadership was led to believe by both parties that the relationship was consensual. But sources said that the woman recently accused Udoka of making unwanted comments towards her, leading the team to launch the set of internal interviews. Now, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about consensual, right? Not to give everybody a crash course on what that word means, but I think it's pretty useful to point out that if it was consensual at one point in time, that's all fair and good. Once the woman isn't feeling it anymore, you gotta back off.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like Ime Udoka backed off. And that's what we know now. And like you said, Corey, it keeps getting darker and darker. We don't know what to expect next.
And then I know what this is going to lead down to, because then it's probably going to put like a bad light on black coaches trying to get jobs, because it's like this. You had a position. You were in a prominent light. You had got your team to the NBA Finals.
In his first year as head coach.
In the first year. And then you ruined it 1 year after. And
we don't know when this even relationship could have started. He may have ruined it during. We don't even know.
That makes
that's more speculation, but we don't know when it began.
Look, I hate to say it, but if I'm Brett Favre, I'm retweeting all Ndukum's stories, because that's what it is getting so much. It's getting so much storylines off me. And getting so much pressure off me. Where it's like this. Guess what?
Real quick on Brett Favre. Yeah, Josh brought up the Brett Favre thing with the state of Mississippi yesterday, and I did not. I'm a Packers fan. Brett Favre was my quarterback for a long time. I did not know about any of that because the Udoka stuff and the Robert Sarver stuff overshadowing it, and what Favre is doing honestly way worse.
On that, real quick too. Again, for anybody that doesn't know, he was stealing welfare money. From the poorest city. I mean,
from like welfare money, yeah.
Yeah, and then
welfare money is not exactly something you want to steal from people. They need that.
$5 million. Wow.
And then especially with what Mississippi is going through right now, did you see with the water situation?
He was saying that yesterday. They don't have clean tap water.
Yeah.
And this man's out stealing $5 million. Brett, how much money did you make in the NFL from your dumb Copperfit commercials?
Right.
And then the craziest thing is his sponsors are still backing him.
Yes. He's still in the Copperfit commercials.
Let me read this update from Tommy Beer. So on
who
Twitter.
is that? I don't know who that is.
Knicks guy, but he's all over the place now.
Okay.
So the guy that was not arrested but accused with Brett Favre, he's apparently he's snitching. He's snitching. He's cooperating with prosecutors. That almost certainly means the crimes carry a maximum 15-year prison sentence.
Wait, Udoka.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, wait, what?
No.
I'm about to get back to the Udoka situation, but I'm just put this. He ain't gonna face no time.
Favre
gonna get away with this scot clean.
With all he's gotten away with in the past, I wouldn't be surprised.
Of course, look. We forget what happened in New York.
No, we know. We know.
Look, he had himself an Udoka situation.
That is way worse. I mean, we know all the Udoka details. The Favre thing is far worse.
Like he's in the picture.
Unsolicited, yeah. You don't do that. But no matter who you are, nobody wants to see that unsolicited.
But get back to the Udoka situation.
Yeah,
I feel like it's a situation where it's like he's trying hard to keep his job.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics really want him to resign.
That's got to be the plan. Josh, you said it yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I brought up yesterday. So they could go two ways, and they've already made the decision. They could fire him and have to pay him the money, or they could just say, hey, you're suspended for a year. We can say, oh, we don't even know if we're going to keep you after the suspension. But we all know, like...
Just play mind games with him until he quits on his own. Then you'll get home.
He's going to have to resign in shame. Most likely. If what's coming to light is way worse than what we all expect, he's probably going to have to resign, and it's just going to be like this. He will probably be one of like the quickest tenured coaches, like only for 1 year.
Oh, he'll get a job somewhere. He's that good.
Yeah, that depends on...
I don't know about that.
How much worse this gets.
If it stays where it is now, I don't know if it will. Again, all speculation. We got to keep saying that. It's all just hypotheticals right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring up the same person I brought up before in a different situation this time and compare it again. When Kobe had the allegations against him, we all thought he was done. When that first came out, we're like, yeah, Kobe's finished. Then Kobe comes back, obviously changed his number, shaved his head, made a new image for himself, and became one of the most beloved. What are you saying, Nico?
What did I do?
He's laughing at my Kobe story.
Well,
Kobe became one of the most beloved.
He shaved his head. I thought that was funny.
I wouldn't go that far because you gotta understand. No matter how he, basically Kobe for the rest. Once you got that stigma, especially being black, once you got that stigma or any controversy, that follows you. Even when he retired.
No, I'm aware, but I'm saying by the end of Kobe's career, though, you thought the last game especially, he was one of those beloved sports figures ever.
But even though he was allegedly beloved, the problem with that was there still were critics like this. Even when he passed, there were people who brought that story back up.
I'm not saying it goes away. I'm saying if it really is, again, if he does horrible stuff with Udoka, then he deserves to just never get a job again. If it stays around where it is now, I think he has a chance to kind of redeem himself, not like 100%, but get back up to some form of glory.
Right. I don't think
second chances are a thing in sports. We've seen it all the time.
It is, but I don't.
Yes,
Michael Vick.
Oh, I wouldn't. Michael Vick would.
He got one. In my opinion, doesn't deserve one, but he got one. Man won comeback player of the year with the Eagles after getting arrested. He would
not be the best story because they still going at him to this day. As
Peter hates that guy, rightfully so.
Rightfully so, and he'll have it'll always be a 50-50 thing with him now for the rest of his life. Now, Ime Udoka, I'm not sure if he will ever get a job because at best you could probably get an assistant job. You might have a friend who but then even that, what's going to happen is if what we suspect is going to happen, you're going to have a lot of outrage, especially with what time we're living in now, especially with Me Too and
cancel culture.
I wouldn't say cancel culture because if you do something horrible,
that is true. You're deserving of it. That's fair.
On blast, basically.
Yeah.
Your life is kind of
speaking out movement.
You know what? We'll see what happens with Ime Udoka, certainly, but I gotta say this before we go to break. I gotta call out some of the reporting on this story, especially Woj. Because the way this was just pushed out, and he always does this.
We know he's bad, but for this one, can you please change what you do?
This is 10 times worse.
This is not LeBron signs with the Lakers. This is a real human issue.
My problem with it was how they alluded to it with the female staffer, and then everybody looked. There was one female staffer. And
they put her picture and name up on Twitter.
Everybody was just reposting this one lady, and I'm like, if that lady was not that person,
she is now to some people.
If I was her, I'm suing a lot of media outlets.
Absolutely.
And Corey, that and the fact that when this story was first reported, that it was just an improper consensual relationship, right?
Which means he's up with somebody's wife, and it happens. He fell in love at work, like you said yesterday.
Yeah, everyone was saying, well, not everyone, but most people were saying that I saw, oh, you're really suspending this guy a year for cheating, basically. But they knew
it looked yesterday to be pettiness because it was a member of the organization's wife.
But if Woj clearly knew, and I think he did know that there was a lot more to this story that was
had to have known, right?
This is terrible reporting, irresponsible reporting.
Shams actually did a good job for all things considered. Shams, like always, he's the guy. I mean, I know Woj has a lot of the information. He gets stuff out faster sometimes. I don't care. Shams is the guy in the NBA. This proves it right here.
Yeah, I think Woj needs to. He
shouldn't get a job anymore.
He needs to face some music on this one. That just terrible job. Terrible job. I think we're doing a great job on WHPC Sports Talk. When we come back out of break, we got the Yankees' big win to break down last night. The Mets won yesterday without even playing a game. We're going to preview Thursday Night Football and preview...
Thursday Night Football, that's over.
Review Thursday Night Football, I'm sorry. And preview Week 3 with our weekly game picks.
All right. Let's go. Pay some bills. Pay the bills, Josh. Keep the lights on.
We'll be right.
Keep the water running.
We'll be right back on WHPC Sports Talk.
This show on 90.3 WHPC is brought to you by Pantano's Gourmet, with 3 locations in Hewlett, Uniondale, and Garden City Park. Hi, my name is Mike Pantano, owner and operator of Pantano's Gourmet, where we love to feed you. Serving breakfast all day, crazy lunch sandwiches, or let us cater your next event. Why cook? We deliver. Menus and more information are available online at pantanosgourmet.com. Oh, Pantanos.
This show on 90.3 90.3 WHPC is brought to you by CarStar Celebrity Chase Collision, with 2 locations in Limerick and Oceanside, who remind you that New York State law says you always have the right to choose which shop will fix your car. CarStar Celebrity Chase Collision offers a full range of services: 24-hour towing between Montauk and Manhattan, shuttle service, and they can help you with a rental car arrangement if needed. All repairs include the CarStar Lifetime Nationwide Warranty, ensuring that the experts at Celebrity Chase Collision are always on your side.
Y sí, hablamos español.
More information is available at 516-593-0920 or online at celebritychasecollision.com.
This show on 90.3 WHPC is brought to you by The Nest at NCC, a food pantry located on the campus of Nassau Community College. The Nest offers groceries, personal care items, school supplies, and new clothing to anyone in need who are part of the campus community who are finding it hard to make ends meet. The Nest is a nonprofit agency that accepts donations of food, basic health supplies, and more. Whether you are able to provide help or need some, more information is available by email: foodinthenest@gmail.com. That's foodinthenest@gmail.com, or online at nestncc.weebly.com. That's nestncc.weebly.com.
It's an honor just to be nominated.
A 2022 finalist for the Best College Radio Station Marconi Award, and the only community college radio station in the nation in the category.
The voice of Nassau Community College.
This is the award-winning 90.3 WHPC HD Garden City.
Listen on your smart speaker.
Play WHPC.
And available on Odyssey, TuneIn, iHeart, and on the WHPC app.
90.3 WHPC.
Pressure from Thomas off the edge. Eli Manning stays on his feet. Airs it out down the field. It is caught by Tyree. Inside the 25, and a timeout taken. 3rd and 7, Matt Moore has time. Threw it right to Revis, interception. Revis down the side, cuts back to this side, one block, and he's gone. Darrelle Revis all the way home. 100 yards, touchdown, New York Jets.
Rodgers in trouble. It's going to get there. He turned 32 yesterday. Does he have a vintage moment in it? In the end zone, it is caught for the win. Richard Rodgers with a walk-off touchdown. A game ender for the Packers.
Tatum steps into it. Pass is caught. Diggs, sideline, touchdown. Unbelievable. Vikings win it.
This is WHPC Sports Talk.
Football Friday.
That's right. Welcome back to WHPC Sports Talk. We're rolling right along with Football Friday on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Had a little fun during the break, but let me reintroduce everybody once again. Joshua Yamahi joined by Matt Leonard, Corey David, Nico Each, and Anthony Marin, new edition. Welcome again.
Thank you.
Welcome again, welcome again. So, we will get to football, I promise, guys, in about 15-20 minutes.
So football news broke today about the Super Bowl. I'm very upset about it.
I'm very upset. I'm right there with you.
Will we get to that at some point, maybe at the end?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got some words.
Yeah, not great in NFL after the great halftime shows they've had recently.
The last one may be the best ever, most iconic ever, probably because it was in LA and all. But still, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's brutal, and we will definitely get to that, as well as the NFL Week 3 coming up. We also had the Thursday Night Football last night, Browns defeating the Steelers. I got a lot to talk about with that game.
Nico actually called that. Me and him were talking about that. I picked the Steelers, and I was very wrong.
1 game down, 9 to go, baby.
What are you talking about?
I have a 10-game parlay.
I don't know. I literally thought you were counting down to a Browns player returning, and I was like, you're terrible.
Oh, no.
I was like, you're horrible.
I hope he never plays again, genuinely.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. It's not really crazy.
I know. It's what side are we on here?
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I was so mad last night watching them games. Just because I had, a couple things going online.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
did.
The Eagles been on fire.
You know who? What's his name killed me? Deontay Johnson.
Oh, I don't blame.
I needed him and Kareem Hunt to score. And I was like this close.
Deontay Johnson's gonna be one of those guys. Are we getting Thursday Night Football? Or are we going baseball?
We're going baseball. We'll
get to him later.
We'll give Football Friday definitely some representation later on, but let's give baseball some rep right now.
Yeah, let's do that baseball.
Absolutely. Let's do that baseball. 516-572-7440 is the number to join our discussion. Let's start with those New York Yankees that I brought up.
Boo.
5-4 win.
Boobs.
Another win in dramatic fashion against the Boston Red Sox at the stadium where Josh Donaldson, I feel like with these Yankee walk-off wins.
Yeah. It's always the weird, not weird, but the plays you don't expect. You want that in a team. I mean, Judge has a few, obviously, and he rightfully should. With the amount of home runs he hit this year, he's had 60 this year, which is incredible. He'll get 61 before the end of the year.
No, he won't.
Stop it.
By the way, walked 3 times last night, like we said yesterday.
Oh, that's right.
Well, were any of them intentional?
Yeah.
Oh,
had to be, yeah.
No.
Didn't Ross call that?
Ross is a prophet.
Ross
He's at 4, though.
Ross Levine's a damn prophet.
He really is.
Love Ross.
I do love Ross, man. As much crap as I give Ross, he is really great.
No, he knows his stuff and he's passionate about his Yankees. I know Yankee fans are definitely feeling good. Beating the Red Sox anytime is a great thing for them.
Yes.
But this team's they're on I don't want to say fake little roll, but they're on a little roll.
I don't know what to make of the Yankees ever. I mean, they're not in their slide anymore. That is confirmed.
Right.
But they're not back to early season form either. They're not quite mid either. I don't know what to make of what's going on over there in the Bronx.
You're right. Their record is too good to be mid.
Yeah, they're playing too well to be mid. They're winning too many games, like you said, and they're clawing back. They're winning the games you got to win. But, just like I said, but if you look at really how they play, and I have no clue what to make of them come October. Right. They're going to have to really prove it to me come October they can win. It's crazy saying that when they started 60 games over 500.
Right. There's a few things, because the only thing we're worrying about with the New York Yankees is October. I don't care what they do in the regular season. I don't care especially what they do down the stretch here in September.
Yeah.
They got to show me in October, but what you want to see leading up to that is kind of what you've been seeing. I know the bullpen's kind of a mess right now, but as far as the offense, Josh Donaldson's going to need to get a lot of big hits. He's done that lately.
Yes, he has. He's always been a clutch guy.
Absolutely.
Giancarlo, though. He deserves all the credit in the world.
Giancarlo Stanton, since coming off the disabled list, or you can't call it the disabled list anymore.
The injured list.
The IL.
Because we can't say disabled.
Yeah. Another 3-hit performance.
As a person with a disability, I'm not even joking. What is the big deal? Whoa. I'm serious. As a person with a disability, what is the problem? Appeal it?
Appeal it.
Rob Manfred, if you're listening right now, I know you are.
You know the old phrase, sticks and stones, right?
Yeah.
I feel like words mean a lot more to people nowadays.
I'm aware, but I'm using the power we have over Sandy Alderson and Tyrod's doctor. And I'm going to say, Rob Manfred, please call the disabled list again. No one's really offended by that. And people that are shouldn't be, because they're not disabled. Go on.
But yeah, Giancarlo Stanton, since coming off the list.
That sounds so much worse. I'd rather use the injured list than the list. Man, since Stanton got off the list, sounds like he's on a hit list or there's so many much more lists you can go. That was certainly the kosher version. Corey, oh my God, you're on camera.
To clear up any confusion.
They knew a list I was alluding to. The ones that Barry Bonds was with.
Barry Bonds. Oh, that's not where I was going either.
No, we were.
No. Okay, yeah. You're right. We'll tell you later. We'll tell you when you're older.
The injured list, everybody. The injured list.
Strictly the IL.
The IL is what you call
the loser list.
The LL. The double L.
Y'all go make my sides hurt. Just give me a second.
Are you gonna go on the list now?
No.
We need to bring in the righty.
I think I'm. Anyway, Giancarlo Stanton, 3 more hits, 2 more RBIs last night, and Harrison Bader, he's hitting 364 in his Yankees debut so far. His first, first month as a Yankee.
We're really counting his batting average already.
All right, Mr. Technical over there.
No.
Okay, literal, man.
That is not me saying the batting average is a bad stat thing. It is. That's not the point of this. What I'm saying is, this is the smallest sample size when he's hitting 364.
Well,
why does it matter? Think about it. Think about this. Let's say Lindor, God forbid, gets hurt, comes back, plays one game and goes 2 for 4. We're not going to go, he's batting 500 so far. We're not going to say that.
Well, it goes to show you how he's been good. If he was batting...
How many games has he played?
I'll check it now, but
it's got to be less than 10. Got to be less than 10.
But if he was batting under the Mendoza line, you would be saying something about it.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah, so...
Tell him, Josh.
But 364, I don't know.
Get him.
But yeah, the New York Yankees...
Batting average sucks.
New York Yankees, that's what you want to see. Giancarlo Stanton getting hot and, some of these other pieces stepping up. I just don't know about this team, like you said, man.
They're terrible.
What's Harrison
They
Bader?
won't go anywhere.
What is Harrison Bader's BABIP?
Oh, Lord.
What's his WRC plus?
Let me actually see while we're on the subject.
Must be nerds.
How many games Harrison Bader's
Hey, he
played.
works for the Rays.
Harrison Bader, it's looking like, oh, well, we might have a point, Matt. Only 3 games.
That's what I'm saying. I said less than 10. That was being generous. Less than 5 when we're talking about average.
But this is the New York market, because if he didn't have a hit yet in 3 games, we would be, oh my God.
That was Benintendi. That was Benintendi, remember?
Yeah.
Well, the difference is he came over much more pedigree than Bader.
Right.
He was expected to hit a lot sooner than Bader. Bader's there for speed and defense.
I wish the Mets got Bader instead of Ruff. Look at Ruff. He's horrible. He's horrendous.
Bader's there for speed and defense, though. I mean, Ruff was brought over to hit, and he clearly hasn't.
Buck Showalter would love that. Speed and stuff like that.
Would you rather have Frank Fleming or Darren Ruff after bat?
Fleming. Give me Fleming.
Yeah.
I'd probably take Ruff, honestly. I would take Ruff on the basis of... I think Ruff can make it around the bases without having a heart attack. And that is the criteria for me as a baseball player.
I think Frank can hit dingers.
That was the best Freudian stuff of all time. Frank can hit dinner. Hit the buffet. Oh my God, that was the best good slip. Oh my God.
Let's use that as a perfect segue into the New York Mets.
One more thing about the Yankees.
A real team.
Yeah.
Stop.
Facts.
One thing about the Yankees that we did not mention, I feel like we should have mentioned, they clinched the playoffs last night.
They did.
Congrats to them. They clinched the playoff berth. The division is obviously going to be theirs at this point. Toronto's 7.5 back, but mathematically it's not theirs yet, of course. But yeah, they did their job. They kept the other teams at arm's length away when we thought the Rays were going to catch them. They didn't.
Right.
The Rays are now 8.5 back. Congrats to the Yankees on clinching the postseason, and I look forward to your first round exit.
First round exit. I'm saying when they run into the Houston Astros, it might be slow for them.
They may not make it, is my point.
However it shakes out, the Yankees have had a weird season. We don't know
Astros
what
could
to make
sweep
of
them, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
7 Astros could sweep them.
Astros have been the best team in the American League, not all season, but the second half of the year.
They're getting Verlander back by postseason time,
Maybe
especially
they'll get
by the
garbage
CS.
cans back.
Say again?
Said maybe they'll get the garbage cans back too.
Yes.
They're good this year, clearly without cheating, so I give them the credit they deserve. Bregman, I don't, because he's obviously playing like crap, and the garbage cans helped him a lot, but Altuve's proven he's still got it.
Yeah.
Jordan Alvarez is just incredible.
He's a tank.
And like I said, Verlander, who should have been the Cy Young winner before he went down, still may be. He obviously will be back by postseason time, especially by the time the CS rolls around. So the Astros are looking scary.
That's huge for the Astros to get Verlander back and all their horses back. But, the Mets had a similar thing getting DeGrom back earlier this year.
Yes. That's
where I want to go to. Now, they didn't play yesterday. It was a travel day going from Milwaukee to Oakland.
To the dump.
Yep.
It's cold like the stadium's a dump.
Yeah, it's terrible. They'll play tonight.
In front of 3,000 Mets fans.
More than likely.
In Oakland.
They got to sweep them. I don't care.
Oh, they do. This is the one series. It's a 2-game series, right, Josh?
3 games.
Three?
Yeah.
Oh, that's surprising. I know leagues being 3.
They got to wake up and choose violence.
It is 3 games. Okay.
Yeah, starting at 9:40 tonight, you got Chris Bassett. I know. Chris Bassett against his former team.
Oh, yeah.
I think I agree with Anthony here. The Mets, they've done well. Again, you lose that last game against Milwaukee, but you win 2 out of 3. It's what you want to do. You just swept the Pirates, I believe it was.
Yes.
And you're looking to keep this going against some really bad teams and get this division locked down. And speaking of the division, the Braves...
Give that update.
The Braves lost last night to the Philadelphia Phillies. 1-0, by the way. 1-0.
I've never rooted for a Philadelphia team in my life until last night, and I will continue to do so for the remainder of the weekend, because the Phillies cannot catch the Mets. The Braves obviously can. If the Phillies can take care of business, help us out, it really becomes, who does Philly hate more, Atlanta or the Mets? I think they hate the Mets more, but they're not going to lay down and die. They're looking for the playoffs, too.
And by the way, aren't we done playing the Phillies this year?
Yes, we are.
So there you go.
And then if the Phillies can knock the Braves down, here's my ideal scenario, right? The Phillies can knock the Braves down, and the Mets can win 2 out of 3 at least, maybe sweep in Oakland, right?
Yes.
Even if they split over there, hopefully win 3 out of 4, maybe even 4 in Philly. Now, the Mets' next series after this, and the Braves' next series is Mets, Braves, in Atlanta. You know how nice it would be to clinch on their field and celebrate in their locker room?
You said that a few shows ago.
Oh my God.
You said that a few shows ago.
The math actually is starting to work out.
I want nothing more than that, honestly.
The only thing I could see second to that would be you clinch in the National Series in front of your home fans. Because the Mets actually, fun fact, the Mets have never, ever, clinched anything major like that. A division, they've never clinched like a postseason series like that in front of their home fans at Citi Field. That's Citi Field.
And by the way, Matt, think about the confidence boost it would give that team.
Yep.
The team that's been the best team in baseball over the second half of the season, the Atlanta Braves. You beat them in their house to take the division. The defending champions, mind you.
Of course.
Celebrate on their field, their dugout. Could you imagine how good that must make them feel?
I'm almost debating in my head now, do I want Celebration to be at Citi Field or not? Because like I said, they've never clinched anything at Citi Field ever since it was built in 2009.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, 2015, they clinched the divisional round in L.A., Game 5 in L.A. against the Dodgers. They swept the Cubs at Wrigley in Chicago. And then obviously they ended up losing the World Series, but that was at Citi Field too. So they lost a major postseason series at Citi Field. I want them to clinch something at home, because in the postseason there's no guarantee where you could win or lose anything.
Right.
They have a chance to clinch at home. Obviously the math is going to work out how the math is going to work out. I just want them to clinch, period.
Absolutely.
I don't care where it happens. Win the division, Mets.
But the fact that you said, Matt, it's the likely scenario is looking like they either clinch against the Nationals at home or the Braves in their house. Like that would be quite the thing for the New York Mets, and hopefully they get the division locked up. As a Mets fan, that's all I've wanted to see all year since that hot start. Hopefully they close it out. Let's close the baseball talk there. Let's get to the Thursday night game yesterday. Now, the Browns beat the Steelers 29-17. It wasn't 23-17 because of a really bad beat, Matt, at the end of that game. Did you see the hook and ladder play? First off, where I want to go, there was a prop with Chase Claypool.
Oh, okay.
I think he was, whatever his yardage total was, he was over it before that last play, and somehow the way it worked, he lost 6 yards.
What happened to forward progress, Goodell? This is Rodgers' fault.
That's what Claypool over like 40-yard bettors were saying. But yeah, he
this
went
is
back
Rodgers'
6 yards.
fault. Forward progress.
Went back.
I'm serious.
Yeah. Went back 6 yards, and that's a bad beat. And then, what was the line yesterday? Do we know?
The line?
Yeah.
The spread?
Yeah, let me try to find that out.
Is it on your sheet?
I believe it was 1.5.
I'm pretty sure it was. It was what, Browns 1.5? Browns were the favorite.
Yes.
Browns were the favorites. They were at home. Steelers were the road dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it was 1.5, it wouldn't have mattered. But the fact that I think over under was the big thing. With the touchdown, the final touchdown went over.
Yeah, that's right.
That sucks. If you bet the under last night, you are going through it, my guy. That's crazy. But I don't really. The game was like what it was. We saw the insane Pickens catch.
That, by the way, I want to mention something on that. Darrelle Revis just came out, like, while we were on the show. I was waiting for the topic to come up. Revis came out and he says, that is the best catch ever.
Whoa.
I don't know about that. I think Odell Beckham Jr. holds the title. That's just my opinion.
Corey, it was your guy. What you think?
I mean, I'm going to go with Odell because, for one...
The Cowboys won, obviously.
Yeah, because it was 3 fingers. It wasn't even a hand. It was 3 fingers.
And it was falling backwards, and there was PI on the play.
Yeah.
That's what gets me.
But the thing is, people just forget his teammate had a crazy catch like a week or 2 ago.
Who, Pickens' teammate?
Yeah, Deontay
Oh, yes,
Johnson.
yes.
Falling out of bounds, turned behind his back.
The one hand?
One hand. Not even
These
looking at it.
receivers these days practice one-handed catching so much. They're impressing everybody. Like you see, Josh, you know with Jarvis Landry on your team now, and you watched him at LSU, you watched OBJ at LSU. Those guys kind of started the craze of, hey, let's practice one-handed catches. They were always a thing in the NFL, but it's so much more popular now. It's almost becoming like a regular thing to see a guy grab, like, you know, on the run one hand. But a catch like Pickens last night, the OBJ catch is special. It's a different kind of thing.
You know, it's a great catch?
What?
The Super Bowl catch where he caught it off the helmet.
See, now you just...
I gave you a Giants catch. You had to give me another one.
Yeah.
What's next? Des Bryant's catch in the end zone against the Packers didn't count?
Pierre Garçon's catch. He had one similar where he didn't look, and it was just like no hand, like just look.
I know what you're talking about. Pickens was better. OBJ was better.
Oh, another great catch. Julian Edelman in the Super Bowl.
That's a good answer.
Barely off the
bobbling with 3 Falcons defenders around him. That's a great answer.
That's actually my favorite catch of all time.
I hated that catch.
Oh, because it killed the Falcons?
Absolutely.
I hated that catch because I thought the Patriots were going to lose, and I was so happy.
I have some words for Julian Edelman, but I'm saving that for later.
Yeah, the words for Julian Edelman.
I got words for Julian Edelman. He said some stuff that I think he's a little baby for. We'll talk later.
Wah.
Oh my God, Edelman's here.
Oh,
Edelman's in the studio. Oh my God,
Hello, Matt.
Julian, stop. Julian, I'm so
Hello,
sorry.
Matt. Hello, Matt. What you got to say to me, Matt?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Edelman.
You know what?
The magic of radio. He could be here. No one would even know.
Facts.
He could be behind that wall right behind you, Josh. Nobody would know.
You mean a multi-million-dollar man? Nah.
Edelman?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's made multi-million dollars, but
Corey, this show moves the needle. I think he would love to be here.
Edelman's in media now. It would be an honor for him to be here. For him to be here, his honor.
I think we.
This is better than his podcast. I'll be honest with you.
He got a podcast?
Yeah, he does.
I wouldn't know.
Exactly. We are better than Julian Edelman's podcast. I take pride in that.
I know for a fact.
It's a low bar.
If
but-
Gronk had a podcast, I would know about it.
Oh my God! I could never listen to a Rob Gronkowski podcast. I could never.
I know about the Kelsey. I know about the Kelsey.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I think it would be funny for 2 seconds. We'd be like, "Hey, me and Tom were like hanging out and like, yeah." Maybe the whole show.
After he had some CBD gummies.
God.
We got a caller on WHPC Sports Talk. First caller of the show. Caller, what's on your mind?
Real quick, guys. Not a catch, but that Antonio Brown touchdown reach against the Ravens a couple years back was amazing. I don't know if you remember that game.
Yes, I remember clearly. I mean, Antonio Brown was great when he was in his prime, for sure. That's a great call.
Great call.
Actually, you know, a great catch, but it wasn't in the NFL that I've seen before.
Yeah.
I think it was Oklahoma.
Oh, the interception?
No, it was a dude who caught a pass behind the guy, just wrapped the ball behind his body, basically. Like, he couldn't see it.
Was that last year?
No, it was a couple years back.
Okay.
A couple years back. I think I remember that game. But yeah, great point. You got anything more for us?
One more thing. I will say I'm a huge Steelers fan, but I mean, I believe in Mike Tomlin, man. I don't believe There's a difference between me believing in Mike Tomlin and me believing in the team. I believe in Mike Tomlin's plan and implementation. I don't believe in the team, though, especially on offense. We finally tried to push down the field a little bit yesterday, but we need more of that. That's a consistent thing. We need more because you saw Najee Harris was finally getting some more yardage than just 2-yard runs. He was getting like 4 or 5 yards now. We need that more consistently throughout the season. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for the call. Yeah, he brought up
mid Trubisky.
Below mid.
You saw it.
You pointed your shit. I looked down. I went, oh my God! It says mid Trubisky.
Mid Trubisky.
Mid shoulder Trubisky.
6 feet below mid. That's where I put him.
Yeah,
that's
what?
I put him
You trying
just
to
like
kill
Daniel
him?
Jones. Just like
you trying to kill him?
Well,
the same like
he's talking 6 feet below, but you trying to kill this man?
You cannot hold the MVP title like that.
Stop.
And continue to play like this. Okay.
He has a point.
In his defense, his chances of being a starting quarterback in the NFL just went 6 feet under.
Yeah, they go.
It's Kenny time, baby.
Yeah, it might be
It's Kenny time.
Did any of us? I mean, we don't know obviously who's starting next week. But did any of us think Kenny would be in week 4?
Kenny Pickett, right?
Kenny Pickett.
What's George Pickett?
Pickens.
The Picks.
Besties.
Stop with the Picks.
The Picks is kind of like a bad nickname.
I don't like that.
And a quarterback wide receiver.
The Pixies.
Really?
The Pixies.
You just cursed them.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Kenny Pickett breaks the interception record with Mr. Pick for the rest of his life?
Nah.
I'm telling you, if he has a Jameis last year in Tampa year, not a shot at you, that was a bad year. If he has a Jameis last year in Tampa year, he's going to be Mr. Pick for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
You're a quarterback and Pick is in your last name. That's not good.
I think either way.
His hands, man, just no.
You could be that linebacker whose name is the quarterback whose name is General Booty.
That's true.
Oh, you're talking about John David Booty?
Yeah.
John David Booty. That is far better than having Pick in your name.
Well,
listen, a pick is an interception. That's what you don't want to do as a quarterback. Quarterback with a booty is not a bad thing.
The Ravens are hoping that I know for a fact the Ravens are like bad names in general. This is a linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens who has one of the worst last names because you can't really say it out. No, it's an F word. You can't really.
Oh, he's right.
You can't. I would hate to be the announcer that has to call him. I would just call him by his first name.
Don't they call him like Fagot? Isn't it like French? Isn't it Fagot?
Something like that. Yeah, I would get the.
Folks, use your imagination and spell it out. I think it's Fagot, but Corey's right. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Wow.
I'd rather be named Hingle McCringleberry than that.
No, absolutely.
The coldest to ever do it.
That's the greatest name ever.
What is it? The full name on that?
The coldest to ever do it, Crawford.
That is.
The Crawford makes me laugh. It's the only normal part of the name.
Yo, shout out to parents.
I forgot.
No, that's his legal name on his birth certificate. Read
Yes.
the coldest, the middle name to ever do it.
Shout out to parents.
Crawford.
That's great. That's great.
It's almost like you ever watch Key and Peele, the skit where they're like,
That's what I'm saying. Hingle McCringleberry.
they just name their kids these like crazy names because they know they're going to get to the league, like Jadeveon Clowney.
That's a real guy in the league.
Oh yeah, even somebody from Long Island, the Brickashaw.
That's true.
The Brickashaw is crazy.
One of my favorite NFL names if we're doing this.
Yeah.
Ishmael Kitchen. The man's name is Kitchen. That's a real NFL player. There's no lineman for the Patriots. Ishmael Kitchen.
I'm trying to think of some other
Freddie
ones.
Kitchens is like, more excusable. Kitchen, singular, is just funny.
There was like a guy on the Packers. He was a safety. What's his name?
Which one? Oh, Ha Ha Clinton Dix.
That's right.
Ha Ha Clinton Dix.
Miss Ha
Mo Alley Cox.
Corey thought he did something.
We got a theme going here. Hyphenation and phallic symbols.
Yes.
Mo Ali Cox, Ha Ha Clinton Dix. I mean, Ha Ha Clinton Dix. I mean, it's all fun and games until like
What is his real name? Like,
what?
It's Ha Ha.
It's not
Hashawn. Hashawn is his
Okay.
name.
It's Ha Ha.
Ha Ha Clinton Dix is no. Just
I was like, I know that's not his real name.
I'm not going off on this guy now. Hashawn is his legal name. Yes.
All right.
Haha. We got a caller on WHPC Sports Talk. Another caller. Caller, what's on your mind?
Hey, Josh, this is Justin.
Yes.
Hi, Justin. What's going on?
A great catch. You're a great catch, Josh.
Oh.
And
Appreciate
as
you.
far as the funny names go, Matt, I know you're a fan of this one. Dick Butkus.
Yeah. Love me some Dick Butkus.
Big fan of Dick Butkus.
Oh, Justin. See what you did?
Guys, have a good one.
Thank you for the call, Justin. That is...
Justin just gave me a thought, right? And that is, you know Ha Ha Clinton Dix? He'd probably do the hyphenation. They hate this be Ha Ha Dix. You don't want that as your name now, do you?
Yeah, the Clinton
is necessary.
The Clinton really makes it presidential, doesn't it? Makes it professional.
Makes it not quite presidential. I'll give you professional. I'm not saying presidential ever.
No, I want to see a presidential run out of him.
Stop.
I'll vote.
That moves the needle. That would move the needle.
Oh, wait, I forgot about Bill. No, presidential's fine. I was thinking the more recent one we know. I'm like, nah.
I know Alabama got.
He's a safety. He would lock people up. That's all.
Alabama has a kid named Kool-Aid something. Kool-Aid Jones or something
You're
like
right.
Yeah. He's the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to make a promo of him just bursting through a wall. Oh, yeah.
No, I think he actually has an endorsement when he did that.
And the man wears red for what? Alabama, you said?
It's crimson.
Oh, yeah, but whatever. It's still a bright red color. And he's Kool-Aid, so it's great.
Matt, do you think this is a good time to remind the people what they're listening to?
Yeah, tell them not to listen to lunacy on the radio. What are they listening to, really?
They are listening to WHPC Sports Talk.
Shocker there.
They're also listening on the voice of Nassau Community College.
Yes, they are.
90.3 WHPC.
How else can they listen to us?
Oh, yeah, you can go on the nccradio.org. You can go on iHeartRadio.
We have an app. Search WHPC in the App Store or the Google Play Store.
Yes.
Tell your smart speaker, Alexa, play WHPC. If you have Google Home, don't even bother.
Facts. my personal favorite is the Odyssey app.
Yes.
The Odyssey app. Also, Facebook Live. I know y'all got Facebook accounts.
90.3 WHPC on Facebook. You can actually see us be idiots.
Come look at our pretty faces.
Come on.
You can watch us be dumb.
Look at Josh.
I love what you just did to the people.
Oh, man. I think it's a great time, fellas. What we say, pick Week 3's games?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go.
Let's get it.
That's right. Another week where the experts, and yes, we are experts.
The experts. Pick. I love that we're called that. Do you have our records, by the way? We gotta get that. We gotta get that.
Starting this week. Now, I hope y'all got the first 2 weeks to warm up, get your picks together, get your takes off.
I'm doing pretty well.
You are.
I am. I'm doing pretty. I know. I even know my number. I know I'm doing well though.
Nico though is doing.
Nico's killing it.
I went back and listened to last week.
He was almost 100%, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No, like, and the fact that you bet on these, by the way, makes you money too.
Son,
that's amazing.
I don't know. He must know like
him and Roger Goodell are tight like that, and they're like rigging games.
He's got to know inside information on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Insider trading.
You are certainly like the Pete Rose of like the NFL.
Wow.
All right.
You're like rigging all the games.
Oh man, let's your Jags pick though. 31-0 last week.
Yeah.
Over the Colts. terrible.
People were high on the Colts to start the season.
Listen.
I picked them to win the division strictly as like they're the best garbage of all the garbage in the AFC South.
Matt Ryan is not the guy.
Have you seen that meme where it's like a bunch of black garbage bags, a golden garbage bag? That was the Colts to me in that division.
You know what's funny about the Colts? Like, they thought they were getting a make QB out the door. So what's the solution?
And look how Carson Wentz has played with the Commanders thus far.
Yes, very,
That's
very
all
good.
I want to say.
And they bring in another guy who's older.
The veteran.
Tell me,
former MVP.
No one really wants to play in Indianapolis.
Unless you're Peyton Manning.
I gotta be honest. Who really wants to play there?
That's the bad thing because they have so many pieces. You got Stephon Gilmore. You got Ngakoue.
Look at their old line alone.
Yes.
Quentin Nelson's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's been here for what, 5 years already?
And it always the thing is, since Andrew Luck, it's always been we're a quarterback away. We're a quarterback away.
Well, that's what happens when a guy like Andrew Luck retires at his prime, and I'm not blaming him. I get why he did it.
Didn't want to play in Indianapolis, man.
You see him just living his life saying, I think he got 2 or 3 daughters now.
Yeah, him. I mean, this is going way back, but him was the Super Bowl, the Natty, won one of those things, national championship. Yeah. It was the college national championship. Andrew Luck has lost so much weight, and people were like worried on Twitter about him.
I feel like every couple of years, like Andrew Luck got to remind us that he's alive. Like he just got to do like an interview or two, and I feel like that's going to be the same situation with Kawhi.
Guys, I'm alive. My neck beard's alive and well. I'm alive.
I'm gonna get back to that, but I feel like that's gonna be the same situation with Kawhi Leonard when he retires. It's gonna be like he's gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Kawhi's not gonna remind us though. We will never know when Kawhi dies.
But did you know what the funny thing is? Do you remember there was like a long running like gaffe of it was like this like I'm trying to say like it was like old talking way of like Andrew Luck. It was like somebody who tweeted like in like old fashioned.
Yeah, oh my God.
Like, my son, my lady Athena, I am on my way to retirement or something like that. It was just the funniest thing ever.
And real quick, I'll say this, and we'll actually pick games now.
Yes.
But I'll say, you mentioned Kawhi Leonard. And I feel like, he said he's got to remind us he's alive and stuff. Kawhi's going to retire 10 years later, and we're just going to hear a muffled, hey. We're like, oh, he's good. He's all good.
You don't know what you just... I had a setup for that as soon as you said that, and I was not...
What it do, baby? Like, Kawhi, these lines that come out of nowhere.
I think we'd hear this fading in the background.
Oh, yeah. I love that that's in there, too.
Like an echo. You just hear the echo, and you know it's time for Kawhi Leonard to hang it up.
Yeah, it was like a horror movie when you hear the villain laughing in, like, the background of the trailer. Just Kawhi.
What a guy, Kawhi Leonard, huh?
Yeah. My cousin Kawhi.
Your cousin?
He's adopted.
Matt, that doesn't make sense.
Corey said I get credit now.
All right.
Is that too much? Is it too far?
You gave him the card, Corey?
No.
Whoa!
The FCC does not give me the card.
No, I did not give nobody no card.
Because he's taking
No.
Okay.
I'm not going that far. I'm calling him my cousin.
I gave him a little street cred.
I'm calling the man my cousin. I'm not saying my anything else. He's my cousin.
A little cookout invite.
I ain't getting the car yet.
I don't want the car.
He said yet though.
No, I ain't say yet.
You have a chance.
I did not.
The music is playing. The music is still playing. We have to pick NFL games.
I would never give that card out.
We have to pick NFL games. The music is playing.
Oh,
the song's almost over.
Speaking of cookout invites,
please.
Some would give it to Joe Burrow.
Oh no, we taking Joe Sykes' nickname away.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks, Corey.
Look. At this point, we taking the Cartier frames, we taking the chains, we taking all that away.
Corey, it's been 2 weeks. Chill out.
But Cincinnati is 0-2.
Chill out like Joe Burr.
Joe Burr. No, it's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
Stop it.
We took
Joseph Burrow.
We took the Burrow.
I'm looking up his middle name so I can address him like
Keith.
his parents. It's not Keith.
What do we think it is before he finds it out?
I'm going with Keith.
That man, I see something that said he's on pace.
That is, oh my God.
Oh Lord.
All right. Okay. So no. Well, how about this? Who's at chartreuse?
Not me.
Who's at chartreuse?
I don't know.
That's a color. That is literally the name of a color.
What?
Chartreuse.
So? Someone named their kid Kool-Aid, Matt.
Someone named the kid the coldest to ever do it, Crawford. DeBrickashaw is an all-time Jet. Ring of Honor this year. Yeah, Ring of Honor this year.
What's his middle
Please
name?
pick games.
What's his
No.
middle
I'll
name?
tell you when I pick the game.
Okay. Cincinnati 0-2 at the 1-1 New York Jets. Cincinnati is 6-point favorites. Who we got? Matt, I'll start with you.
You want to know the name? That's why I started with me. Cincinnati 6-point favorites. They're at the Jets. I think the Jets will cover, but I think Joseph Lee Burrows got this in the bag.
That is
that is a cowboy.
What?
Future Cowboy.
Joseph Lee Burrow. And there it was, Joseph Lee.
I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals should win this game. They should win this game. If they don't, I don't know what to say to y'all.
Oh my God, what the hell? You know Google gives you people also search for?
Yeah.
Do you know how many quarterbacks use their middle name as their first name? It's ridiculous.
Really?
Derek Watson is Deshaun Watson's birth name. John Stafford is Matt Stafford. William Lawrence is Trevor Lawrence. This is real.
Huh.
Oh, and then you got Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr.
That's a long name.
That's just fitting for him, though. Thomas Edward Patrick.
It is very fitting.
Wow.
And you want to know how? Only reason why I know that is because Skip Bayless always says that long name.
Shaboing boing to Tampa Tom.
Slurpage. Nico, who you got in Cincinnati, New York Jets this week?
Man. I got the Bengals. I really want the Jets to win, though. But I got the Bengals.
Anthony, who you got?
All right, I'm going to put my glasses on.
Okay.
Oh, you got the Joe Burrow. You got the
the shades.
These are Malik Dupree's.
That actually is what Burrow wears. That is true.
Yes.
He's actually right.
You could get in the mall in Roosevelt, actually.
He's
One of a
correct.
kind.
He's correct.
But I'm going to go with, for my pick, I'm going to go with Joseph Vincent Flacco.
Oh, different Joe.
Yeah.
We're going the other Joe.
See.
Oh, this is the Joe Bowl.
This is what's interesting about this
I need
game.
Joe Dirt to
The Elite Joe Bowl.
Cincinnati obviously needs to win this game. They can't afford to go 0-3 in that division. But the New York Jets, they're going to play them tough. Now, I think the Bengals win, but the Jets cover.
They getting feisty.
Can I ask, why is it like, I mean, they play the Steelers next week, the Jets, correct? Next week? Week 4 of the Steelers?
Yep.
What is with this whole Joe Flacco against his former division, like, trial by fire?
That's, yeah.
The Ravens, then you get the Browns, then you get the Bengals, and then you get the Steelers.
I did not realize that. So all four
AFC North teams in a row for the Jets. Who designed this thing?
This is his going home year. Like, you know, this is retirement. Like, I'm just gonna finish the whole AFC North, and I'm going.
I'm not putting any speculation out there. Those schedule makers must have been involved with Tyrod's doctor, and if Zach Wilson saw that doctor, I wouldn't be shocked. There's a hit on Zach Wilson.
Yeah. it seems too good.
Someone's got it out for that, man. It might be somebody's father. Just saying. They ain't too happy.
Let's move on that note to the next game. A big game this week. The Bills at the Dolphins.
You're not picking him.
Tonga Vailoa.
Oh, I want to see this.
Who we got, and I will start with Nico. Who we picking?
Listen, man, this is the most heartbreaking game I've ever seen in my life.
Why? Because Tua's going to lose like he should?
Yes, man. I got the Bills. I really want Tua to do good, though. But for the sake of my wallet, I want the Bills to win.
Okay. All right, Anthony, who you got this game?
You know, Tua's on cloud 9 right now, and the Bills are going to take him down to ground zero.
All right, you got the Buffalo Bills. Corey, who you got?
I got Superman. Cam Newton was no longer Superman. I'm giving that title to Josh Allen. I feel like the Bills are gonna come in and they're gonna wreck shop. Now, do I think that Tua has a shot? Yes, with those two speedy receivers. Especially, did anybody see the mic up version with the Ravens? They said that Tyreek Hill runs like this.
Yes.
He runs like Conor McGregor. That's what that was.
By the way, to that point, Corey, you brought up Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Yes. No Micah Hyde for the Buffalo Bills. That's a big loss in that secondary. Deal. That's a big-time loss.
Travis White's got some work cut out for him this week. He can't cover two guys.
Is he even playing this year? Because he's been out last.
Trey White, yeah, he's playing.
Trey White?
Yeah, Trey White's in.
I believe he has, yeah.
I believe so.
No, I know he wasn't in the first game. I'm not sure if he was in the second game.
Yeah. Should I give my pick,
Just put Josh Allen out there. He'll cover him.
Yeah, you can do everything.
Yeah.
You can do everything.
Should I give my pick here?
Yes.
All right, I'm sticking with the theme. We're going to go Joshua Patrick Allen defeats the Miami Dolphins and their quarterback. Bear with me on this one. Tua short 4. Tua Nigamana Tagovailoa. It's in the name. It's in the read it. You try and read that.
Oh my God. Interesting.
You try and read that name. I pronounced it correctly. Stop it.
Could have just said Tua, man.
Stop it.
Could have just stuck with
Tua Manuela Lopa.
That's what I thought.
I wasn't going that middle part.
I tried my best to pronounce Tua's name. I'm sorry.
I would have skipped over as soon as I started seeing the N and I. I didn't like nope.
Stop. Can I just say like Moana? Is that okay? Ohana means family, and Josh Allen's gonna win.
Okay.
Sorry.
I will pick the Buffalo Bills. Let's keep the train rolling, fellas.
Please keep it rolling.
Chiefs at the hapless 0-1-1 Indianapolis Colts. The Chiefs are only, and I mean only, 6-point favorites. I'll start with this one. Chiefs. Matt, who you got?
Chiefs are gonna blow out the Colts.
Yes.
6 is being generous, and by that I mean Chiefs are winning by like 14.
Okay.
2 scores minimum. 10 minimum.
Corey, who you got?
I got the Chiefs, but I wish that I could just get a touchdown from a tight end because on my fantasy football team.
Yeah.
You're gonna start him this week?
Oh no, I'm not.
Then what are you saying?
It's my other team. It's
My tight end Travis Kelce's gonna have 2. Prop bet.
All right, tight end wars. We'll see who wins out in that one. It'll probably be Kelsey.
Kelsey's gonna beat Mo Ali Cox.
Okay.
You're kidding me, right? Travis Kelce's the best tight end in football.
Yes.
He's got a way better quarterback.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
He's gonna win that battle.
Without question. Nico Weech, who you got?
Chiefs.
Anthony Marin, who you got?
Chiefs by 20.
Yeah, this is pretty self-explanatory. Chiefs are covering too. 6 points is nothing. So let's keep the ball rolling. The Eagles, the 2-0 Eagles, who look pretty good at the Washington Commanders. Eagles are 6-point favorites again. Who we got? I'll start with you, Anthony.
I hate it, Philly. I hate it.
They look pretty good, don't they?
They're rolling. They're rolling.
Nico, who we got?
Give me Jalen, baby.
Jalen Hurts.
4 touchdowns.
Another big week for Jalen Hurts. We're calling it. Okay. Corey David, who we got?
I'm going with Fly Eagles. Fly. They have a complete team.
Your former favorite team, right?
No, they were not my favorite team. I had a favorite player. I wasn't rooting for Donovan McNabb. I wasn't rooting for Brian Westbrook.
Brian Westbrook, that's a name.
Westbrook.
You couldn't co-sign. You couldn't co-sign your quarterback throwing up on the Super Bowl field.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, you.
It was that bad.
Oh, to this day, Donovan McNabb's out to me.
No.
Yeah, we do not. We do. Look, after he threw T.O. under the bus, was done.
Yeah, I think you speak for everybody outside of Philadelphia on that one. Donovan McNabb. Matt, who we got? Eagles, Commanders.
All right, we're going to go Eagles in a blowout. And to quote their quarterback, Hurts, don't it?
Hurts, don't it? Yeah, he going to put a hurting on the Commanders.
Tweet of the year thus far in the NFL is that.
Yes, absolutely.
He doesn't beat Gino's quote from week 1, but that's the tweet of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Eagles, I got the Eagles big as well. Let's move on to one of my favorite stories this year, the Detroit Lions.
I wish we had what I wanted to put in the vault. I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Detroit will win this one.
All right.
Over Minnesota!
Oh, you couldn't get it in the
I
fall.
tried. I couldn't get it in time. It'll be here Monday. Minnesota will be here by Monday.
Minnesota.
We did it, Joe.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota just for this one reason.
Minnesota!
I feel like guys like Justin Jefferson and that whole team they got to get their get back. They got embarrassed on Monday Night Football. I feel like
they showed who they were, is how I put it. Yes, I know. It's not a rivalry thing either. I know they beat my Packers in Week 1. I'm very aware of that. That was not a great game for the guys in Green Bay. But the Vikings showed a lot of glaring weaknesses on Monday Night Football that I think the Lions will definitely exploit. Dan Campbell's a great coach. The Lions got it.
All right. Nico, what we got?
Give me the Lions.
Okay.
Give me the over.
Ooh!
And give me Amon-Ra St. Brown with 3 touchdown receptions.
Why is that?
Oh, you risky.
Why is that?
Why is that? No. Why is that? Why are you picking that?
Well, somebody might be on my fantasy team.
That's what I thought. Shut up.
I'm around St. Brown
up this year, though.
I'm around St. Brown is bowling this year.
Yeah.
And
can I? Sorry,
he's the LaMelo Ball of his family. You don't get
Corey's shaboing boing with LaMelo.
No. Literally, they are called. Him and his brothers are called the Ball Brothers of football.
The balls of the NFL.
Because you have Anemius who was on the.
Equinemius was on the Packers. Got drafted by the Packers.
And you got his brother. They got the brother in Stanford who's about to come up.
Yes.
He's the middle brother.
Yes.
And the youngest brother is Amon-Ra.
Correct.
I love that shaboing boing is going mainstream. I love that.
You did this, Josh. Josh didn't coin shaboing boing, but he made it go where it is.
Shaboing boing.
Josh is responsible for all the shaboing boinging around here.
Whoa.
Wasn't that from a
like that. Phrasing.
Yeah, wasn't
that was on purpose.
Wasn't that from a Martin episode?
Yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about Martin.
No, Josh showed me the only reason I know.
Oh.
Anthony, who we got?
I feel bad for Jettas. You know, I want to see him do the gritty. I want to see him do the gritty. But
you feel bad for him?
Yeah, I do. Kirk Cousins sucks.
He does have the best gritty in the NFL. The last place we go to Mike Gesicki, and what I call the skedaddle.
Dead last.
I call the skedaddle.
Can
you gritty? No. I look worse than Gesicki. I look worse than Gesicki. I won't even try.
I'm curious.
I don't even know how to start. I won't even try.
All right.
I will look worse than Mike Gesicki. He's the skedaddle. It would just look like I'm having a stroke.
Listeners, if you want to see Matt do the gritty, call us up at 516-572-7447.
If somebody calls and requests me doing the gritty, I will do it.
Oh, I am begging the listeners.
If somebody calls and requests a gritty, I will do it, and if it's good enough, we'll post it on the Instagram.
Matt,
Deal?
I'll give you $50.
Bet.
You will not.
Next week.
That's what they all say.
Back to the picks, right?
We need more games.
Yes, I got the Lions as well. This next game, these teams are just...
I think we know which one we're going with.
The Raiders and the Titans.
How could anyone genuinely pick the Titans?
My question is, why is it 2.5 in favor of the Raiders?
That's a good point, too.
All these games are like 6 point. Like, honestly, Cincinnati Jets shouldn't be 6 point. That should be closer than 6. And this game should be more than 2.5.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders.
Raiders are going to stomp the Titans.
Raiders are winning this one. I know they're 0-2 with that terrible loss last week.
The Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders winning this one. So I take it that's your pick, Corey.
Yes, of course. I feel sorry for Derrick Henry. This is like everybody knows where it's going to go. Like at least when you had a competent receiver on the outside, like, hey, maybe they might throw to him, but now it's just like, everybody, stack the box, we going ahead. Yeah. It's like AP in Minnesota days.
I think it's partly that they figured out the game plan, which took them way too long, by the way.
Yeah.
The game plan forever was Tannehill, hand the ball to Henry, let him do his thing. Right. Also, it was the loss of A.J. Brown, and it was really just like, I think the decline of Tannehill is part of it. Tannehill was competent when he had A.J. Brown. If you had A.J. Brown this year, I think it would be the same as now, because like Tannehill's terrible this year.
Yeah, he's really being exposed.
Really bad.
He is really being exposed, and I think we're going to see more of that.
It's not even like a receiver. He's missing open guys for picks. That has nothing to do with the receivers. The receivers are open. They're open, you know? I don't care whose they are. They didn't drop the ball. You threw a pick on your own.
Yeah, he been stanky this year so far. Nico.
I want to see Malik Willis soon.
Soon, yes.
That guy's the future of Tennessee.
Absolutely. Nico.
Raiders. Devontae Adams. I know he's regretting making some decisions.
He is.
He wants that old thing back.
Reunited.
So the Raiders are going to win, but Derek Carr is not the guy.
Yeah, Anthony, I think you're in agreement.
I don't know. Derek Carr is so bad.
I wouldn't go there.
Derek Carr is so bad.
I wouldn't go there.
He might be mid, though.
Okay. I put him mid.
I would say mid, but then Tannehill's definitely worse.
Let me rephrase myself. He's good until it comes to clutch moments. The past 2 weeks, it's like, dude, what are you doing?
Listen, I like my quarterbacks aggressive, and Derek Carr is not that. Maybe he
takes his chances, but it's not aggressive. You know what I mean? Like he'll take chances on like a drag route and throw a pick. Like Jameis takes the shots you want him to take.
For once, I want to see the wheelbarrow out for Derek Carr, right? Come on,
what's with this wheelbarrow in the NFL this year? Everyone's talking about wheelbarrows.
Shipping them to Miami, baby.
Tua need that wheelbarrow.
To a man.
Speaking
Two
of
wheelbarrows.
2 wheelbarrows.
Yes. Play with. He needs one for each.
I was gonna say one for each sign.
You know who needs some wheelbarrows?
Who's that?
This next game I'm going to. Lamar Jackson, for betting on himself, and he's played extremely well this season. He's at the New England Patriots. And
Corey, stop doing that with your hands, please.
Oh, this is trust.
Stop doing that with your hands, please. Just stop. Thank you.
Trust.
Thank you.
Nothing wrong with trust.
No. Corey's going like this. I'm like, stop.
No, big trust.
To some.
Matt. Corey, who you got in this game?
You already know it's big trust.
Woo.
Actually, I'm scared.
Lamar Jackson.
I'm actually scared of this game because I feel like Bill Belichick knows how to game plan against Lamar. And I feel like somebody like Jabril Peppers playing that linebacker spot will be able to match up the speed-wise and be able to attack him in that kind of way.
All right.
So I think I'm going to go Baltimore, but I'm not going to go by too much.
Ooh. All right, Matt, who you got?
I'm going to go Baltimore. They'll beat the 2.5. They'll cover the spread and the win.
You don't give my guy Mac 10 a chance?
It's 2.5. They can win by 3. Baltimore can win by 3 because they'll be close. If you're being honest here, the 3 could be a Justin Tucker game winner. We see that a lot with them. Mm-hmm. He's the greatest kicker of all time. And also, we need more press conferences from Justin Tucker. We're talking about big trust. People forget, the Mark Ingram speech was great, but the highlight was was literally Justin Tucker up there. You know, my teammates being all inspirational, saying things like "big trust," and now I'll open up the questions.
All I know is Tua was lucky that they didn't go by 3, because I feel like Justin Tucker would have tied it from wherever they got up to.
Oh, absolutely. That guy got the leg to go from 75.
Nico, who you got? Ravens, Patriots.
Baltimore.
Yeah. Straightforward. Mac Jones ain't it?
No.
Agreed.
I like Mac Jones. I just don't like the Patriots team. They didn't give him enough weapons.
Not at all.
I say it every week. Matt Patricia, Joe Judge, offensive coordinators. I say that
offensive
with
legends, okay, Josh?
Offensive masterminds.
When has Patricia called offense for this year? Ever. Never happened. I don't get it.
Anthony, who we got?
I'm going to go with Corey. Big trust. Woo
woo. No.
What? I said woo woo.
That was too white.
Yes, like.
Who said that? Is that you?
No.
Who said that? That was. Oh, well, he's firing shots.
He's not wrong.
You want to say woo woo?
I'll sound too white too.
Yeah, exactly. So, quiet in the corner.
Record scratch. Let's move on. Texans. Oh, this game is a dud. Texans at the Bears. Real quick, who we got? Matt.
This is obviously not going to be the Super Bowl matchup, so I'm going to call it Toilet Bowl. It's stanky.
Yeah, it's stanky.
I got the Bears in this one. I'm not going to lie to you. Davis Mills, obviously we know is competent, but I feel like him and Brandon Cooks can't get this thing going forever. Justin Fields is going to be given a chance in this game at Soldier Field, hopefully in better conditions than Week 1.
Yes.
And Justin Fields is going to have actually a decent game. I hate saying that, but it will happen.
Corey.
I'm going with the Chicago Bears, as that one fan said. I only know you for 2 months. This has been my team for 22 years.
Nico.
Give me Davis Mills and his long neck and the Houston Texans, baby.
Pause. Davis Mills and that long neck. No, my man said resume.
Who do we have? Texans, Bears.
You know, I could see why you're picking the Texans, but you know what? I was going to pick the Bears, but I'm going to jump on your ship. I'm going to do...
Can't doubt a big neck.
I'm going to go with Texans.
Can't doubt a big neck. You know what they say about long necks, Nico? Great quarterbacks. Mike Glennon is the GOAT.
No, they do not.
Mike Glennon is the GOAT.
Brock Osweiler was horrible.
Maybe long neck means you're a backup.
Wait, what's the new Glennon?
Glennon, yeah, Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon is horrible.
Nah, he's the
was
GOAT.
he on the Giants last year?
Yes, he was. Then he got hurt. Then Jake Fromm came in.
I will go with the Texans as well.
Let's go, Josh.
Nah, bear down.
Next game.
That killed me in my soul.
Next game. My Saints at the Carolina Panthers. Saints just 2.5-point favorites.
I was about to look at the spread and I was about to say, like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's
I say Saints are going to win by a lot. And I'll take the over because the Saints are going to score that many points.
Yeah.
They're going to go crazy. The question is, though, does Jameis Winston play? I feel like even if he doesn't play, who's in next? Taysom Hill?
I love Taysom Hill.
Or Andy Dalton?
I'll take him on a date.
He's a jack of all trades, you know?
Yo,
He does it all.
Taysom Hill's going to get like at least 5 touchdowns this year.
Probably.
Facts.
I mean, like scattered around passing, rushing, and receiving. Maybe even a pick six, who knows?
All right, we all in the Saints?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Panthers are bad.
Yeah.
Who day?
So it's who dat? Who day is the Bengals?
Whoa, I'm not too
Damn
sure.
it, Anthony. Damn it.
I got the Saints, but not by that
We
much.
almost made it out.
The Saints be looking shaky sometimes. They be looking shaky.
I don't care who starts the quarterback. I don't care if Taysom Hill starts and they run Wildcat the whole game. They're going to win by 10.
Well, no, I would be concerned if Jameis doesn't start.
If Jameis doesn't start, the Panthers' defense is atrocious. They'll win.
Saints winning regardless. Let's move on to the 4 o'clock slate. Real quick, rapid fire. Jaguars at the Chargers. Who we got?
I love that it's in the 4 o'clock hour. Jacksonville's getting the credit. Chargers win.
Corey.
I'm going with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Another quarterback question, by the way. Herbert has not been confirmed to play.
Nico, who you got with that information?
Unfortunately, the Chargers.
I know you love your Jaguars, but not
this one. What if though he doesn't? What if Chase Daniel starts the game against Trevor Lawrence?
Then give me Lawrence. Give me the Jags.
Okay, Anthony, we got
the Chargers.
I'll take the Chargers as well. This game is a dud. Falcons at the Seahawks. Seahawks just 1-point favorites, hilariously enough.
I love that it's the 1-point favorite, and it's like two terrible teams in the 4 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
If I had to pick, Gino, Seattle wins.
Corey.
I am going with Atlanta.
Nico.
Falcons, baby.
All right, 2 on the Falcons.
I'm going to go with the bigger bird, the Falcons.
The bigger bird.
The bigger bird wins.
I will go with the Seahawks at home now. This big one, America's Game of the Week, Green Bay.
I'm ready.
Matt and Nico's Packers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2-0 against 1-1. Tampa Bay 1-point favorites. Matt, who we got?
I don't know why Tampa's the favorite, because who's Brady throwing the ball to?
Russell Gage.
Russell Gage.
Scotty Miller.
Evans is out. Don't mention that name.
Cole Beasley, maybe?
Cole Beasley. I told Josh this. If you're in a PPR fantasy league, pick up Cole Beasley for streaming now.
Are you telling me that Cole Beasley, that Aaron Rodgers allowed Cole Beasley, his homie, to be picked up by Tom Brady?
His homie.
I've never heard them talk.
You don't get why they friends.
That went over.
All right, Packers.
Immunized.
Packers. Oh my God. Packers are going to take this one in Tampa. Tampa's going to fall to 2-1. Packers will rise to 2-1.
All right.
And I'm not going to call it a blowout. It's going to be close because Brady makes games close. But Packers win.
I got the Packers as well.
Nico.
I'm going Packers, but if you want to bet on this game, don't. It's not worth it.
He's right.
It's
Romeo Dobbs will get his first touchdown.
All right.
As we said last week, and he did not. He will do it this week,
I
though.
lost money on that one.
Yeah, you did.
I'll think about that on my player prop parlay this week. Anthony,
AJ Dillon having a bad week. Sorry, go on.
Packers lock of the week.
There we go.
Oh! To win, that's the lock?
Yes. Tom Brady's too old.
We are all on the Packers. I will take them as well.
Brady's washed.
Final game of the 4 o'clock slate. Rams at the Cardinals. Who we got?
Arizona.
Corey.
I got the Rams.
Nico.
Give me the Rams.
Kyler Murray's going to save the day. Cardinals.
I had the Cardinals in this one.
Yeah, am I the only one when Kyler Murray starts running like I hear like yes, like we
the pig in the guy.
No. He like in my mind. You ever watch Austin Powers Mini Me when he?
Oh
runs?
my God, that is offensive, but I love it. Wow.
Sunday Night Football. Okay. 49ers at the Denver Broncos. Nathaniel Hackett's Denver Broncos. Who we got?
You calling it that? Not even Russell Wilson's like, let's ride Broncos country? Did this become Nathaniel Hackett's Broncos?
Is that bad?
Wow. All right. So I will say, preseason, this was probably would have been the most hyped matchup. We had a good Sunday night matchup preseason.
Yeah.
Now with the injury to Trey Lance and Russell Wilson not playing that well, and the Broncos sucking really. I don't know who to pick. I'm going to go Denver.
Corey.
I'm going with Jimmy. The resurgence of Jimmy G. He's taking it back.
Porn star Jimmy rises again.
There we go. Nico, who we got?
I'm taking nobody. I'm going to take the under.
I love that.
How about a tie in the under?
Anthony,
call a tie.
Jimmy G's out for vengeance. This is the second lock of the week. 49ers by Gajillion.
There we go. Nico, who you got for real?
Hurry up.
Man, genuinely, I guess San Francisco.
Okay.
Wilson's washed.
I will take the Niners as well. And here is the big one. The Dallas Cowboys at Corey's New York Giants. The 2-0 New York Giants at MetLife. Giants 1-point favorites at home. Corey, who do you have?
How about them Giants?
There we go.
Look, we're going to win. It's going to be a tough game. Daniel Jones will get sacked at least 3 times, but we 3-0.
At least 3. What's that? Try 7. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm looking forward to seeing Stephen A. walk into first take with a cowboy hat and a cigar.
There we go. Giants are good.
I'm going Giants, Corey.
Nico, who we got?
Cowboys, Cooper Rush, 4 passing touchdowns.
The Cowboys are not America's team anymore. They are America's joke. We're going to go with the Giants.
I will take the Cowboys. I'm sorry, Giants fans. I got to go against you this week, but I still like your team. Got a good team this year. Yeah. Cowboys this week.
Cooper Rush can't handle the bright lights at MetLife on Monday night. Sorry.
Take my pick back. Panthers going to win.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
The petty king over there. We will.
I'm being dethroned left and right. What's going on?
We will call it a day on that note on WHPC Sports Talk. We'll call it a week as well. Thank you for listening to the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. From Josh Rimahi, Matt Leonard, Corey David, Nico Each, Anthony Marin, signing off. American Hit Radio is up next. Sports Talk will see you Monday at 4 p.m. Have a great day, everyone.